Okay, let's dive in. Today, we're unpacking your sources on something called the Gospel of Seven Digit Trinity.
Sounds intriguing, right? It seems to bridge some really old mystical ideas with modern quantum physics. Our goal here is just to pull out the key insights, the things that might really shift how you see things. Because this isn't your standard clockwork God idea, is it? It's talking about a universe that's conscious, participatory.
Yeah.
And you're right in the middle of it.
Exactly. It's a significant shift away from that, deterministic view. The universe is just a machine. Instead, this framework suggests a quantum reality, which means it's probabilistic, interconnected, and here's the key part: participatory.
Participatory, meaning we're involved.
Deeply involved. The core idea is that consciousness isn't just something that happens in the universe, it's more like the fundamental ground, the source of the universe. The material world arises from it.
Wow, so the observer effect in quantum physics, that's not just a weird lab result. According to this, no. It's central. It means you're not just watching reality unfold, you're actually, in a sense, co-creating it as you observe and interact. An active participant.
That changes everything. It's less like watching a movie, more like being in an interactive simulation, maybe?
That's a good way to put it. And your sources highlight that this isn't entirely brand new thinking. It connects to some deep ancient wisdom.
Right, you found links to the Greek logos. That's cosmic reason, order.
Yes. And the Chinese Tao, the natural, spontaneous flow of everything. And also Egyptian Masat truth, balance, cosmic harmony, that sort of thing.
Logos, Tao, Mayat. How do they fit together in this model?
Well, the synthesis seems to come through Walter Russell's idea of rhythmic balanced interchange.
Rhythmic balanced interchange sounds like physics.
It's described almost as a spiritual physics, a constant universal cycle of giving and re-giving, a dynamic balance.
So not simple cause and effect, A leads to B leads to C.
Less linear, more interconnected, like quantum entanglement, where things are linked instantly, regardless of distance. It suggests reality is more like a synchronized expression of consciousness.
Okay, so that's the big picture, the quantum stage. Where do we as individuals fit onto that stage? Your sources use the Egyptian Djed pillar symbol, right?
Yes, the Djed pillar. It represents stability, but a dynamic stability, like the central channel for your soul's energy. And within that, there's a trinity.
The trinity within the soul. Let's break that down. The first part, at the crown, the Ori Logos.
Right, the Ori Logos. Think of it as your highest aspect. It combines Yoruba Ori, your spiritual destiny, almost with the Greek logos we mentioned, and Egyptian Heka, which is like authoritative utterance, the power of intention.
So it's like our inner guidance system, our connection to purpose.
Exactly. It's about aligning your conscious will with your deeper purpose. The symbol often uses the third eye, or the eye of Horus. It's about focused intention shaping reality.
Powerful. Okay, then the heart aspect, Kapwa Shakti. What's the core idea there?
Kapwa Shakti is about connection, energy, relationship. It draws on the Filipino concept of kapwa.
Kapwa, I've heard that. It's like a shared self.
Yes, a deep sense of shared identity. Myself is shared with others. Radical empathy. It merges that with Hindu Kundalini Shakti, the transformative life force energy.
So the coiled serpent symbol makes sense there, energy.
Precisely. It's linked to that vital energy and even modern ideas about the heartbreak. The takeaway is that connection is an energetic reality.
And the base, the foundation. I and I, Akasha.
This is the ground level, connecting you to the whole. It uses the Rastafarian I and I concept, that essential oneness, and links it to the theosophical idea of the Akashic records.
The cosmic library of everything?
Sort of, yeah. A universal field of consciousness and information. The symbol is the unified field itself, the insight. Your individuality doesn't separate you. It connects you to this vast cosmic reservoir.
Okay, this whole Djed Trinity, it feels like a map for living more consciously. How do you actually use this map? The sources talk about gnosis.
Yes, gnosis meaning direct, experiential knowing, not just belief. It's that idea the kingdom of God is within you. You experience the connection.
And the serpent's path is how you get there.
It seems to be a framework for that journey, a path of internal integration. Heroism here isn't about fighting external dragons. It's about transforming inner challenges.
Like the archetypes mentioned.
Yeah.
The serpent, the hydra, Medusa.
Right. The serpent is that raw life energy to be guided, not feared. The hydra represents the ego's multiplying desires. You transform them with awareness, not just chop them off. And Medusa, primal fear, the shadow self. You integrate it through self-reflection. You don't let it paralyze you.
Inner alchemy, basically, which leads to the Akashic Covenant. Sounds practical, like a way of life, a livity.
Exactly. It has practical pillars. First, the practice of presence.
Meaning meditation, mindfulness.
Yes, cultivating stillness, but also setting clear intentions for healing, for understanding, and then noticing, maybe even writing down the insights you receive from that quieter state, that connection to the Akashic field.
Makes sense. And it's ethical, too. The ethic of harmony mat again.
Absolutely. Living in truth, balance, justice. But, crucially, linked back to Kapwa, it means understanding that your actions ripple outwards. Harm to another is, on some level, harm to yourself, because we're interconnected.
Lived empathy. Okay, and the last one. Conscious expansion. This uses the richest man in Babylon. How does that fit?
It's a clever analogy for spiritual growth. Pay yourself first becomes investing time and energy in your spiritual development.
Okay.
Control the expenditures is about managing your life force, avoiding what drains you pointlessly. Make thy gold multiply means using your energy wisely to create more harmony and wisdom.
Spiritual compounding.
Sort of. And guard thy treasures from loss means protecting your inner peace, your clarity. It's about actively cultivating and protecting your inner state.
So spiritual growth isn't passive, it's an active investment.
That's the idea. This whole framework seems designed to heal that split we often feel between the sacred and the everyday. It encourages engaging with the world, consciously.
It really is a fascinating synthesis. You've got ancient wisdom, quantum ideas, practical steps, all pointing towards a more integrated, participatory way of being. So wrapping this up, the big question this deep dive leaves us with, for you listening, is this. If your consciousness is actually a co-creator, if you're participating in reality through how you observe, what kind of world, what kind of experiences will you choose to focus on, to observe, and align with today? How will you use that power to foster harmony and expand your own being? Something to think about.